Hi, Soleil here. Spiritual awakening and conscious relationships are absolutely connected with one another. There's no way that we can create a conscious relationships if we are not conscious, if we are not aware, if we haven't waking up from the dream, waking up from the matrix, waking up, if we haven't questioned the way we live our lives until this moment, is no way that we can create something new. And we live today in a moment of crisis where many people are waking up, they're trying to find a way to growth and transformation, but we are not all on the same page. And it's a very confusing time because having a spiritual awakening could be wonderful and it's amazing, but it requires hard work because we start realizing that everything that we believe until that moment it doesn't make sense anymore. I know this because this happened to me once. It was during meditation some years ago that in an instant, like just like that, suddenly everything that I believed, everything that was somehow supporting me, my thoughts, my beliefs, everything was gone. Like was empty. It was like a void. It was nothing there. And I remember freaking out, getting into panic, wondering what am I going to do now? And I heard that similar story with people during an ayahuasca ceremony. That during the process, suddenly they didn't even know who they were. Some other people may believe, oh, that is crazy. Some people is losing their mind, but actually not. This is actually what happened when we have a spiritual awakening. Is waking up from the dream. And a conscious relationship is like the consequence of that. But in order to transform, to grow, and really prepare ourselves to be able to be open and receive another, to create a conscious relationship, we need to work with all the consequences of that because it's like, you know, everything became like a chaos. Everything that we believe is no longer there, so we have to start over. And for that, one of the things that we realize is that we have been repeating a pattern, especially in relationships, an emotional pattern that no longer serve us because the only thing that we get repeating the pattern is being unhappy, not being seen, and actually suffering. So, if you want to know more, remember, subscribe to my channel. Let's create community. Let's connect. I want to know, what do you think? Where in the process are you right now? What do you need? Let's talk about this. It's important. We are all together trying to figure out this new paradigm, the new way to be humans on this planet, and especially in relationships. Not just loving relationships like with a partner, but in relation with our family, with our friends, with our neighbors, with everybody. So my invitation to you is please subscribe, connect, and stay tuned because we're going to talk more and more about this in coming videos. But the first step, and this is what I want to share with you today, if you are already there, you realize that your relationships or the way you want to be in a relationship is different from what you had before. If you are over 50, over 60, and you have been married, maybe you have been in long relationships, you have been divorced, separated, and you know that what you're looking for right now is something else. Probably it's a conscious relationship. And for that, we need to clean up, to make room for the new. One of the most important things is when we realize that we are repeating a pattern in relationship. It's like we have like an emotional addiction to feel unworthy, that unseen, unloved, and we start to think that maybe something is wrong with us. But let me tell you, nothing is wrong with you. You are waking up and you are stepping into the unknown. So, in order to help you navigate through this process, I created this step by step guide to work with repeating patterns in relationships. In this guide, you're going to find out how to recognize the pattern, what this pattern has created for you in your life, and how can you change it. Because changing a pattern is not like, it doesn't happen overnight, it's not easy. It requires step by step process, and it requires, I would say, discipline and a lot of support. That is what I offer you. In the link below in the description, there's a information how to get my free guide, Break Free from Repeated Patterns in Relationship, especially unhealthy patterns that make you suffer. So go to the link below, click in that and get your free guide, and let me know what you think. What is that is happening in your life right now? How are you feeling in this process? How you perceive the world today? Let's talk about, let's connect. Happy to be here. Namaste.